What's going on, guys? I'm just sitting here watching the price of silver dip all the way down to 61. But you know what? I ain't never scared. You know what? Us gold and silver bugs are so used to this. We've been going through this for I don't know how long some of you been out there investing in precious metals, but been dealing with this for almost a decade. So I'm pretty sure there's a lot of you that are in this space that have been doing it longer than I have. But I tell you what, it is a little mentally challenging, but we love it though, right? But yeah, I'm just watching the price of silver dip down to 61. You know what we say? Buying opportunity. You know, a lot of us spend most of our time waiting for a dip. Like I made a video today, I said most silver stackers are waiting 90% of the time for a dip. And then while we're in that dip, we're waiting for a bigger dip. So yeah, man, some crazy times right now. Volatile, up, down, sideways, around. Silver and gold are both volatile, but silver is just doing circles on the chart. I don't think I've seen any investment stock. I don't think I've seen anything do circles on the chart. Silver is doing literally circles. You're supposed to just be able to move up and down. Silver's doing donuts on this dang on chart. But yeah, so but we all know the fundamentals of gold and silver. We all know the truth. You know, we all know who's gonna win in the end, but we gotta deal with these paper markets, perception management, right? Whatever the people see, they believe. You know, people see the paper price, they think that's the price of silver, but we all know silver is worth way more than $61. Triple digits. You know what? Some of us believe that silver is worth over thousands of dollars, but, we just got to sit here through these volatile times and, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I know that silver and gold are going to have their day again. That big run up that we had, that was just the beginning. But it's going to take a while for silver to position itself and go for a bigger run. We already know what's going to happen. Like I said, we know the fundamentals behind silver with the big AI boom going on, solar, EV vehicles. You need silver in everything that you do in life. Even by being on this phone, it's using silver. Silver is the most versatile community. Yeah, we do have a versatile community, but silver is the most important commodity next to oil. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys that watch my videos know that, but a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't even know that silver is vital. Silver doesn't get the respect that it deserves. Neither does gold, but gold gets more respect than silver, though. Nobody looks at silver as anything. And what's crazy is that people, if they only knew, they need silver to even basically survive in this world. But people don't know that. It just goes right over people's heads. People are paying attention to IPOs like SpaceX, stocks like Nvidia, the new AI stocks, Amazon, Google, Microsoft. Man, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying those are not great stocks. Like I said in a few of my other videos, I do have stocks. I do invest in tech and AI and stuff like that. I'm real big in some stocks like LVMUI. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Louis Vuitton, Moet Hennessy. I'm really big on that. It's an ADR stock from Paris, France. Everybody knows what Louis Vuitton is, but I just dug and did a little research before I had bought that stock. I did research on that stock, and the reason why I'm bullish on that stock is because they do own precious metals. They own land. They own land that grows the vineyards of the grapes of the alcohol that they make. Moet, Hennessy. I know I'm saying Moet, but it's really a Dutch word. It's not a French word. If you guys don't believe me, you can research that. But yeah, I invest in stocks. But also invest in like mining stocks is like one of my biggest sectors I do invest in. I believe in mining stocks. Those are going to explode when the prices of gold and silver explode. But it's a big waiting game. It's like I said, if you can't handle silver at its worst, you don't deserve silver at its best. It's kind of like being married. If you can't deal with your spouse in the worst times, you don't deserve them in their best. So you got to stick in there. You guys, we're married to gold and silver. We're in there. That we're in like I don't want to say a gang, but we have our own little niche community, and we only can really talk amongst ourselves about it, because when we talk to other people about it, people think we're nuts. Like, gold and silver. We ain't talking about those are barbarous relics. Gold and silver, man. It's not even worth talking to people about. Really, you try to tell people, like, look, tell them about the monetary system. You start talking about the monetary system and telling people what's going on and money printing and dollar debasement, they just look at you and like you're a wall. Like, anyways, have you seen the new Netflix series from? Whatever, bro. Like, so, like I said, I was paying attention to the prices right now. It's late. It's late here. But I'm paying attention to the prices. I noticed that just gold and silver just taking a little dip in the river. We're used to this though. This is nothing. This is nothing for us. We're used to silver going down when it should be going up. But like I said, we know the fundamentals of gold and silver. We know where it's going in the future, and we know where this whole thing is going. We just don't know when. So we just got to stick in there and, just stick with what we believe, ignore the noise, and we'll be good to go. But other than that, I appreciate you listening to me rant. I'm going to start getting on and making more videos, guys, getting on and ranting when I got some news about gold and silver. As you know, if you watch my channel, I do a lot of shorts, a lot of little shorts with some good music in the background where you can listen to maybe 60 seconds of news. I don't want to bore anybody, because I know people's attention spans are really, really short. So I try to keep things short. I don't want to even make this too long. But yes. So if you like the video, please like, subscribe. If you want to hear me rant, listen to some of my shorts. I appreciate it. You guys have a blessed day.